What's up, guys? It's
Wednesday.
It's SJU. Hey, I'm here with my boys. Hey, Spencer.
Hey, Joe.
Hey, Dan.
Hey, Joe. How are you?
Hey, Dan. Welcome back.
Thank you. Thank you very much. It's good to be back.
You.
I've missed everyone here.
We're going to talk about your favorite thing.
Yep.
Bond.
Yay.
Or like top 10 favorite things.
It's up there. I enjoy James Bond.
What are your top 10 favorite things?
I would need a long time to put that list together.
That's fair. That's completely
The Great
fair.
British Baking Show is definitely one of them.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, we'll talk about that too, because I'm just happy you're back.
Thank you.
We're going to talk about the Bond trailer. We're going to talk about new Planet of the Apes. There's hats on the table, which means I'm going to make these guys do something stupid.
All right. I like it.
And there's what are we talking about today? There's a Metal Gear trailer.
Yeah.
A trailer. There's a Metal Gear Solid movie happening. I don't know. Maybe we'll talk about some other stuff. See how we're feeling.
Yeah, we just got some weird Michael Jackson glove musical news that we're just going to take a day to process.
Yeah.
We're not going to talk about it yet.
It's the kind of, we don't have any coffee in the office today, and this is a coffee story. This is a I needed coffee story, and we don't have that. Maybe we'll get into the fact that there's going to be even more new force powers in Star Wars.
I wish I had a mouthful of tea so I could do a spit take.
You can take a minute and go get it.
Do we break out that book that we bought 2 years ago where I bookmarked all of the things that we could see in Star Wars movies?
Oh, yeah.
Remember that book that Ryan Johnson pointed out on his shelf?
Yeah.
And so for the Honest trailer, we never used it, but I went through and like flagged all of the crazy stuff in that book.
Wasn't the one that was just like evil tiny?
Yeah.
If you're bad, you can turn small.
Be tiny and like microscopic. Yeah. No, there's all kinds of crazy stuff. Maybe we're gonna get that.
Cool.
I hope so. Hey guys, you know what? Star Wars is dumb, and I love it. Hey, let's talk about James Bond though, because he's not dumb. He has no force powers, and he's serious business. The new trailer for Daniel Craig's swan song performance as James Bond came out this morning. Let's chat about it. Do you guys like it?
I'm a Bond fan, so I always enjoy the idea of a new James Bond movie. The trailer itself was a little weird. I thought it was cut a little airy.
Okay.
It's cut a little strange. It wasn't quite as like tight as I would have expected. Maybe it's because of all the delays and stuff, but yeah, it's they're doing this weird thing now where they're turning this whole arc, this whole portrayal, Daniel Craig era, into an arc, which I think could be interesting. But at the same time, like even I and I've seen the last several like a few times, like even I was like, wait, who's that? And I have to go back and like remember, which is new for a James Bond, the James Bond series. They're generally episodic, maybe some tiny strands connecting them, but this looks like it's going to be a whole saga.
Yeah,
that'll be interesting for Bond. I don't know how it's going to work. We'll see.
It was the same way for me because I was like, that lady was in one of them.
Yeah,
I think, and she matters. And then he like stops and sees her in the hallway, and I was like, yes, I was correct. She does matter.
I don't like it. I don't like that they are expecting me to remember things about James Bond. I remember he's got a suit, car, girl, gun. Boom.
Done.
Catchphrase. And look, the movie itself can make nods to his past, and like it's just best for me when all the Bonds take place in like Elseworld stories, and it's like they can have similarities between the two of them, but I don't remember the girl who like changed his life's name, and I don't remember why he's retired or how many times he's retired as James Bond. He's always being pulled out of retirement, or is that just Daniel Craig am I just confusing the two?
You're actually seeing behind the scenes footage of casting.
Yeah, Jeffrey Wright. I thought he got replaced by like a spunkier, poofier haired guy as his like.
That's Q. Jeffrey Wright is Felix Leiter. He's the CIA agent.
But he's not a gadget man?
No, he's not a gadget man.
That we know of.
Okay. Who he had gadgets in a movie? It was the Hunger Games.
Yes.
Sure.
He was the tech guy in the Hunger Games. Yes. Or maybe Westworld, I don't know.
He was a tech guy in Westworld too.
But not in James Bond.
I mean, he was a technology man in Westworld, like literally.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I assume if you have glasses, you're the gadget man.
I get it.
Fair enough.
Dan, make us a gadget.
A normal pen. When you click it 3 times, it will be in a different position than when you clicked it the first time.
Yeah.
Genius D.
And look, the movie could still be good, but I agree with Dan. It was cut a little strangely, and I think that was because it was trying to get us back up to speed on the James Bond mythos that they've created. When we all know everything we need to know, I think we need to know about James Bond at this point. Just give us a good thriller.
It didn't feel.
Sorry, Thrilla is the name of the alien glove in the Michael Jackson musical puppet show.
I don't have enough caffeine in me for this.
But we'll talk about that tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll talk about this Johnny Depp produced musical about gloves feeding off boy blood
Named Thrilla.
tomorrow.
We're not making this up.
We're not talking about it today, though. We're talking about it tomorrow when Roth is back.
That and the Masked Singer.
Yeah,
It's gonna be a fun, weird show.
I agree with you guys. The whole time I felt lost, but what I will say is versus the last one and maybe Quantum, because there was a good one between those. Yeah, Skyfall.
There was good Casino Royale, not so great
Quantum.
Great Skyfall, not so good Spectre. And now
yeah.
we're
Due for a good one.
We're due for a good one.
Yeah, I feel like we're due for a good one. I felt lost, but this sounds like the dumbest thing, but like everything.
A lady 00 agent? What?
Well, like everything looked pretty, and I wasn't bored. Like the trailer didn't feel dry to me.
Sure.
It just felt like a lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like whereas Spectre, I was just like blowing dust off of it.
Yeah. Well, they were throwing so many characters at you. They've what's his name is back. Blofeld. Yeah. Khan is back.
Yes.
John Connors is or whatever.
That guy.
They're probably doing the same thing with Rami Malek. I don't know if we want to get into speculation or spoilers or whatever.
I think he's what's his face's brother.
He's Dr. No.
Oh.
No Time to Die. And like he's but also like who cares?
Or is he
unless you're a
Octopusy?
huge James Bond fan already. That's one of those reveals like Khan where it's gonna be like, well, we haven't met you before.
Yeah.
So
Well,
saying
and
like
Dr. No had no Blofeld at least had a little bit of mythology behind him. Dr. No he was just a guy.
What if
he was the guy in the first movie that they named him?
What if he's Sean Bean's character from GoldenEye?
sweet.
Alec Trevelyan?
Alec Trevelyan.
Yeah,
Yes.
I like that. I was thinking about what the Daniel Craig GoldenEye game would look like. It's just him staring at the wall, drinking in Jamaica.
Just polygons sucking on each other's fingers in a shower before staring dourly out into the distance.
Yeah.
Just I didn't know a polygon could look dour, but yes, it could.
I'll tell you what I like. I like the stunts. Stunts look good.
Oh yeah, that motorcycle jump up the stairs.
Motorcycle jumping around. That's good. I like the Aston Martin. I like the guns
Lynch
and going around.
like they're
Lashana
having
Lynch.
fun.
Again, with the whole 007 thing, that's part of the mythology of James Bond that's been established for quite some time. Is that 00 agents come and go. When one 00 agent is killed or retired, you bring in another 00 agent. The only difference being that now it's Lashana Lynch. So if you have a problem with Lashana Lynch being 007, then shut up, because that's how it's worked. Always worked.
She's Sean Bean
through the double. Yeah, you replace 006. But like when Alec Trevelyan died in GoldenEye, there was a new 006. Like you just bring in new agents. So that's not like some weird like backward thing. Like I can't believe they changed. That's not. That's always been how it works. You bring in a new. So if she's 007, it's because in the last movie 007 retired.
Yeah, you got.
So you're not going to have no 007. You're going to bring in a new 007.
You got to crank through them like a bloodthirsty glove.
Yeah, not much on a
new voice.
Not much Ana de Armas in this one.
No.
In the trailer itself, which they were great together in Knives Out, Daniel Craig and Ana de Armas. Sorry. I was scolded harshly on the Knives Out trailer for saying Daniel Craig when it's Daniel Craig. So
You just said the same thing twice.
I said Daniel Craig, which is apparently a bastardization, an American bastardization of Daniel Craig's name.
That sounds much better that
Daniel
way.
Craig,
not Daniel Craig. So a lot of people said they were wincing.
Yeah, he's not something you can win in Nickelodeon Guts, Dan.
He's not a crag.
People were wincing at me saying Craig. Daniel Craig. Daniel Craig and Ana de Armas were great together.
It sounds much better. Craig again. I'm so pissed off right now.
Yeah, I refuse to say Craig.
To my life.
Also, it's Leia Sedux.
Leia Sedux.
Yeah, Leia Sedux.
Little Naomi Harris, you sprinkling in there again.
Haris.
Yes. Ralph Fiennes looked great. As M.
Fiennes.
And of course, Bean Weishu as Q. These are all proper pronunciations.
Very excited.
But I like that. So yeah, I'm a little bit trepidatious, but also always excited. And Rami Malek is great, and I think he could be a great villain.
He's never been more unsettling than that video where he lists his favorite things, though. And I don't think it captured the menace of that performance quite as well. What brand was that for? Just Google Rami Malek creepy video favorite things.
Yeah, I don't remember what it was for.
Yeah,
it was was it like a junket for?
No. This was
Freddie Mercury.
This was an ad. This was a direct-to-camera ad that was like.
It came out like the same day as that weird vitamin thing.
Yeah, it sounded like he was saying the code words to awaken the Winter Soldier at you, and like his eyes take up like 3/4 of his face. It was just very unsettling.
Well, as a fun footnote, something I realized is that Ben Weishu, is Paddington. Bean Weishu, sorry, is Paddington. So I love him.
Yes, he is.
Yes, he is. He's very sweet.
It was for Mandarin Hotels.
Mandarin Hotels.
Okay.
Have fun with that.
He was like listing the things he likes in the hotels.
No, just in general. And it's a slow pan on his face.
Let me, while we slow pan on my face, let me list some things I'm thankful for. You guys for liking, subscribing, hitting bells, sharing, and spreading the word of Screen Junkies.
That's pretty much it.
We appreciate it. We
nailed
appreciate you so much. Thank you for continuing to do it. All right, we nailed it. We're spending the holiday spotlighting organizations that are doing some good in the world. I never have a good way to transition to this. This show's weird. It's hard to be sincere and then go back to the glove talk. But we're talking 826 LA this month. They're an amazing nonprofit that provides underserviced communities with after-school programs and tutoring for writing. Anything from like working on your creative writing to helping you write college essays. It's really cool. You can sign up to volunteer. They have them all over the country. You can donate. And donating can be really fun, too, because they're all sort of financed by these... I made this sound shady somehow. They're all financed by fake stores.
They're financed by fake stores, and they also have, which you should buy for your holiday friends and stocking stuffers, is they put together compilations of the best writing of the year, like the best.
Oh, that's really cool.
It's the best short stories, or the best sports writing, or the best movie. I don't know if they have a movie one, but they do. And the students put together these compilations of like short fiction and all kinds of stuff, so you can just buy those that come out every year.
That's really cool. That's you guys do that. Those are great holiday gifts. We've got links to their websites in the description. Check that out. That's really cool. Thanks. I had no idea. So yeah, check out 826 LA. Hey, you guys have been. I see you guys eyeing these hats.
What's in those hats?
What's in the hats? So it's Christmas time. Which means Netflix, the Netflix Christmas universe is in full swing. Oh my God. Christmas Prince, Christmas Night, Christmas karaoke, Christmas Queen, Christmas Duke, Christmas Duchess.
You're taking all the good ideas, Joe.
So here's what we're going to do. We have a challenge. We have to pitch, because there's 12 days of Christmas, so we have to pitch 12 Netflix Christmas specials.
It's like speed round.
Okay. Yeah, it's like speed round. We are pitching them to Zach over on the ones and twos.
Okay.
When he has greenlit a pitch, you'll see it snow on the screen.
Oh.
So we got actors in one hat. We have a noun that will be the Christmas title.
Okay.
So Christmas plus
So it's
noun.
a Christmas or the Christmas blank.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we just got to keep pitching until he's happy. We got to
get snow. Or what if he doesn't like it? Do we get
we got to keep
flames of hell? Or?
Yeah.
We just got to keep going until.
Don't we have fire like that could pop up on the desk or something?
Or
hey,
just doesn't.
You guys are creatives used to working for a corporation. We just change it until they're happy and we're broken.
Okay, we just keep talking until it snows.
Yeah, exactly. Spencer,
all right.
Draw an actor. Draw a noun. Do our first one.
Walter Goggins is the Christmas particle collider.
Okay. He's a scientist, I guess. Yeah.
Walton Goggins. He's a scientist. He works underground. He doesn't know it's Christmas.
No, he's he's trying to prove that Christmas is real.
We win. Okay.
Wow.
I like to prove Christmas is real, though.
Yeah. He's got to prove Christmas is real.
Okay.
Oh, we got to do this in like 5
I thought
minutes.
each one of us would pitch, and then we'd.
Lizzie Kaplan.
as a team.
Lizzie Kaplan is in the Christmas Ice Pirates.
Oh.
So here's how it works out. Lizzie Kaplan is a journalist, and she's assigned to cover these ice pirates in the North Pole. In the North Pole,
okay.
And because they're pirates, they don't believe in Christmas. They're stealing Christmas.
Oh, no!
They're stealing Christmas from the North Pole. And she brings with her the spirit of magic and warmth and Christmas spirit.
Yeah, we did. Okay. Shaq.
Yep.
Shaq is in the Christmas Mafia.
Okay. Yeah.
Shaq works for like a butcher or something. And one day he's like, "Oh man, I don't have enough presents to give to my family." And the butcher's like, "Hey, I'll give you some Christmas presents, but you gotta do me a favor later."
Yeah.
And then later he's like, "You gotta ice a guy," and instead of making him ice the guy, Shaq convinces him that Christmas is real.
Nicely done. How many are we at?
Icely
3.
done.
Tony Shalhoub is a Christmas wrench. Tony Shalhoub, a toolbox that he was using fell on his wife on Christmas, and she's dead. So he's never liked Christmas until he meets Lacey Chabert, who's out of work, and she needs him to come fix her pipes. This is turning into a porno.
Wait.
Where'd you go? Yay!
I thought you were going to say the wife was reincarnated as a wrench. Christmas wrench.
That talks.
Voiced by Lacey Chabert.
It needs the blood of
We're
boys.
workshopping here. All right, ready? Jennifer Lopez in the Christmas grits. Jennifer Lopez is working as a short order cook on Christmas Eve.
Love it, yep.
When a lonely old miser, played by Tommy Lee Jones, comes in,
we got
wants
3
the
minutes.
same breakfast that he's always wanted. He wants those grits, but Jennifer Lopez fixes him some Christmas grits with full of the holiday spirit and love. And this old miser, he comes around and now he loves Christmas. It's a modern day take on A Christmas Carol.
Yep.
The grits are the ghost of Christmas present.
Yep.
Yay!
Okay. Amy Adams is Christmas nachos. Okay. It already won.
It's not. All right, last one.
Spencer's calling it. He's our
Calling it
head
the
writer.
last one.
Spenny's last one. He's not pitching anymore.
Margot Robbie. What is a Christmas sphygmomanometer? Oh boy, what is that word?
That's a blood pressure thing.
That's a blood pressure thing.
Oh, like
No,
Yeah.
it's not a blood pressure thing. It's her secret name, like Rumpelstiltskin. She's an evil imp who plays tricks on everyone on Christmas. But a young boy, played by a grown-up Jake Lloyd, sets out to get back his skateboard that she stole, and the only way it can be to say her true demon name, Sphygmomanometer, which he says after going to the Upside Down that he finds through an old talk boy when he plays it backwards. Fucking make it snow! Damn it!
Talk boy.
What do we have to do to please you?
He's playing his character for Jingle All the Way.
Yeah.
Yes, the grown-up version.
Yay!
Okay.
Dan, we got 1 minute.
Okay.
We can each do one.
All right. Florence Pugh in The Christmas Needle. Okay.
Oh, no.
Here's how it is. She is a seamstress in Victorian England in the 1800s. Got to make it serious because it's Florence Pugh. And she pricks herself with a Christmas needle, which causes darkness to fall over the land. And only St. Nicholas must come down to it's like a Krampus type thing because the evil...
Yay! Krampus type thing. Daisy Ridley, Christmas kickflip.
Yes.
Daisy Ridley plays a cool older sister, and her younger siblings don't believe in Christmas anymore because they don't think it's cool. So she promises that she's going to win a skateboarding competition to make them believe in Christmas again, and she does a sick skateboarding routine. Yay! We did it, guys.
We saved Christmas.
We saved Christmas. Oh, we won.
Call us, Crackle.
Oh, they've already stolen all these.
Yeah, definitely. These are, you can see all of these on Quibi.
Quibi, yes.
Coming soon. What do you guys want to talk about next? Hey, they're doing Planet of the Apes movies. They're doing more of them. You guys heard about these apes?
I was like, yay, and then I saw it didn't have Matt Reeves involved. And I was
Yeah,
like,
no.
oh.
This is via to her. Fox has brought on Wes Ball, the filmmaker behind the Maze Runner film series, to develop and direct a new Planet of the Apes feature. These apes won't last a minute in the scorch. That's the Maze Runner, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I don't remember.
Scorch Trials.
Scorch Trials. The movie makes Apes one of the first historically significant Fox titles to get the redevelopment treatment since Disney's acquisition of the studio. It's unclear whether the latest Ape project is meant to be a new reboot or an extension of the previous film series, of the original film series of the Matt Reeves trilogy. I don't know. This feels a little Hellboyish, where it's like, we just did.
This is dumb, and they're going to lose a lot of money.
Yeah, the last one lost a lot of money.
The last one, like, you just had 3 Apes movies that were all really good. So critically, quality-wise, you went best case scenario, and they went like that one was a surprise one. And then the second one, people were like, oh, hell yeah, I like these Apes movies. And then they had enough, and even though the third one was really good, it went like that.
Yeah.
So you just had 3 that were really good, and the audience went like that.
Yeah.
Already.
Yeah.
That's best case. Worst case, you got Tim Burton, and it sucks, and nobody goes to see it, and it's a big flop.
God forbid, are they going to do low budget Planet of the Apes movies?
No,
like
we
like
just
center of the
Apes at the
journey
center of
of
the
they
journey
just
of
did it. They just redid it as about as well as you can do it.
Yeah.
So
That's really
that's
just
it. It's over.
No, but they don't
Go home.
They
They did it.
but they don't care
Get something else.
if it's good. They care if it makes money, and can they just do a?
But it's not
cheap,
gonna make money.
Can they do a
But
cheap version?
but
If
the
they
last
spend,
one
if
was
it's just
super
people
good.
in gorilla suits,
The last one was super good, and it didn't do as well.
yeah.
It's gonna. Don't do it.
I think
It's
it goes-
gonna fail.
Well, I think it goes to Hulu. I mean, they haven't said if it's going to be a theatrical, or at least I don't think they're like, hey, it's going to be a big theatrical run. I think this is for
What if
Hulu.
it's a puppet show musical?
Tell me more.
Well, I'm thinking.
Does anyone drink blood?
We'll talk about it tomorrow. We'll talk about it tomorrow. Yeah, the Apes franchise. There are like 9 original Apes movies, right? Like,
Yeah, they
can
ran
still-
it into the ground.
They
There's
can
a TV
keep go to
show.
the antechamber behind the solarium of the subplanet of the Apes. Like, there's still places that they can harvest story from and just do a crappy low effort Maze Runner-y version of it and probably make money just on name recognition alone. It doesn't sound good. It probably won't look good because that tells you everything, that they're bringing on someone other than Matt Reeves to make these movies. Like, no one else is going to do that good.
Yeah.
It was a miracle that it worked once.
It was shocking that it worked.
Yeah.
The last time, like because you had Andy Serkis and Matt Reeves and like a great cast and writers and this is don't.
Well, Simon Smith in the chat has suggested that it's a direct sequel to the Tim Burton movie, and he has called it Marky Mark and the Monkey Bunch.
Oh, I do like that. I do like that.
that's different. And if
see
it's
you.
animated, then I'm 100% on board.
I know it's Fox and they can't do this, but if it was Hobbs and Shaw and the Planet of the Apes,
Again, yes, okay.
Yeah, actually, yeah. These apes can't drive cars. Smash cut 2.
Oh, Koba, my old nemesis. I thought we got rid of that bit of monkey business.
Beloved Lambo.
Or Die Hard on the Planet of the Apes. It's like, oh, happy trails. Oh, no bananas. Oh. I mean, Bruce Willis would do it. Who are we kidding?
yeah, you do it.
Like, if you could just go ridiculous, that's the only thing that's
Yeah,
left. They went prestige. They did great.
and they even got moments of ridiculousness that they earned, of like apes on horseback with AK-47s.
AK-47 on a horse.
And you're right. And somehow completely earned those moments.
Yes,
where
yes.
You were never like, wait a minute.
Yeah, you're not gonna do better.
Apes. Bruce Willis in Apes.
Bruce Willis, Die Hard for the Planet of the Apes.
Yep. Hey, Dan,
Yeah.
what's it look like if Nick Cage is in Planet of the Apes?
Hey, where do these monkeys come from? And then they start rolling.
What's it look like if Alf's in Planet of the Apes?
Yo! I went to Melmac for 2 minutes and I came back and the planet's full of monkeys. What happened?
Welcome back.
Yeah. Bravo.
I'm just throwing you in the deep end. Let's talk about this Metal Gear Solid movie.
Sweet.
Dan a break. I'm sorry, Dan.
Yeah.
So Jordan Voight Roberts tweeted out there is a new script finished for a Metal Gear Solid movie. It's been turned into the studio. They're meeting with actors soon on the lead role of Solid Snake.
Hell yeah.
I don't know, man. Do we need this?
I was never a Metal Gear Solid guy. I'm not patient enough for it. I played one and we were on a boat. And I was like creeping around for like 45 minutes, and every time I almost did something interesting, he'd be like,
Yeah.
and then I would either have to hide for another 5 minutes, or like I would die. And I got really, it's just not. I'm sure a lot of people love Metal Gear Solid. It's not my cup of tea. I prefer something a little more action packed. But I mean, it's. I liked Kong Skull Island.
Yeah, it's nothing against Voight Roberts. I love Kong Skull Island. It's. I was gonna say it's my favorite monster movie of recent memory, like big monster movie, but that's not the best company in the world. So I was like, that's not much of a compliment, but I think it's really great. But to me, this is like an Uncharted, where it's like those games are already stories. Like Metal Gear is like 15 different stories about a guy named Solid Snake.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see, because like there's so much to adapt, because do they go up their own butt with the lore on these games. They end with like 45-minute cutscenes about the nature of reality and what duty and soldiers and purpose and stuff like that. But Jordan Voight Roberts, this is like totally a passion project. This is something he's super excited about, and like he seems to tweet all the time about how concerned he is with like doing this justice and doing a great job. I will like it.
But see, that's exciting. It's like that's the recipe for a good movie. You have a director / writer who's super passionate about it and wants to make a great version of it.
Yeah.
I'm sure if it's got a potential to be great. I was professing my unfamiliarity with the source.
Oh yeah, no, sure. I just I worry about it. I don't want it to hit a bunch of weird video game movie tropes,
like sucking.
Yeah, like being bad, for instance. No, you're right. I think if you hit it the right way, because Kojima, again, it gets a little, by a little, I mean a lot, very like dense with like, hey, what does it all mean to be a man that hides in a box? So I think there's an interesting like thinking man's action movie to be had there.
Yeah, I think that like this has like hopefully Blade Runner 2049 potential, where it's incredibly dense. It's hard to follow. It looks amazing, and no one sees it because like the audience of people who sat through every cutscene in Phantom Pain is pretty small. And if you try to dumb this down and like make a accessible Metal Gear Solid movie, I just don't know if that even stays true. Because like part of the franchise is the snake eating its own tail of like what's happening, who's real and who's an illusion. So it doesn't have like a big hit written all over it. But if this is what he's really into, and he feels like he can kind of distill the essence of the franchise, I'm very excited for it.
Well, I know you're a fan of the games. Have you ever had like this is who plays Snake in your head? I mean, for me, it was probably Kurt Russell.
It would have been Kurt Russell. It's like, I don't know. Can you just get the voice actor to like overdub whoever plays it? Because like he's a voice to me. Because also so much of the game takes place like on the phone. Like, Snake. Yeah. Snake is more a voice. He's like it also depends what era. Because like he's been a young man. He's been a really old man. So you could get Kurt Russell for old Snake. But I think that. I can't pull off the top of my head the voice actor's name, but him.
Yeah. So let's close out on this. This is a related fan question, and we'll get out of here. Chan John Win asked, everyone hates a bad movie based off a video game, but what's a movie that could make a good video game?
So Daniel Craig's GoldenEye is out.
Yeah, is out outright.
What's a movie that can make a good video game?
David Hayter, yes.
Oh, was the voice actor?
Yeah, I'm sure they made one, but Tron, obviously. I'm sure there's a Tron. That's the thing.
It was an arcade game back in the day.
There are so many bad movie video games that already exist that I have no idea actually exist, that I'm like, what is one that might not actually be in existence because like for a while, particularly in the 80s and 90s, every big movie had a video game.
Yeah.
I think John Wick has games now.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, they're like Telltale games, I think, that like tie in.
Yeah.
What Oscar caliber movie? Like what Oscar nominee for Best Picture should have would be a great video game? I'm talking like Room.
The Irish.
What's the Irishman video game?
Well, that's we don't know it's going to be nominated for Best Picture yet.
Okay, no, it will be.
Although it will be.
Definitely will be.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm trying to think of Best Picture nominee that might be a good. So is the American Beauty the video game? Like press F to float back.
I would definitely do a Once Upon a Time in Hollywood where you just like are like half of it you're playing through DiCaprio's roles, like all the like the 14 Fists of McCluskey and stuff like that.
Oh, that's fun.
And the other half you're just like GTA style driving around.
I was about to say driving around listening to the radio.
Listening to the radio with Brad Pitt.
Yeah. I'm game.
Yeah.
I would do that.
I would do a time. Which Zelda was it that had like a time limit? Was it Majora's Mask?
Sure, yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
And the comet was going to hit.
Yep.
I'd do Titanic, where it's like you have a finite amount of time to do everything you possibly can on the Titanic.
On the Titanic?
Yeah.
Nice.
Before
It keeps
it goes
sinking,
down.
you're in a loop.
Yeah, exactly.
I think you go whole Tarantino verse. I'd love an Inglorious, but like, you know that Die Hard game that came out a long time ago, was for PlayStation that had all three Die Hards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was amazing.
It was amazing, and they were all three different types of games. I think you have one of those for Tarantino. So you have the GTA style game for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Then for Inglorious Bastards, you have like
Call of Duty.
Not even Call of Duty. What's the one? The one that was in the castle.
Wolfenstein.
Wolfenstein
Yeah.
type game for Inglorious Bastards with like an 8-bit Brad Pitt that like pops up. It's like, I want my scalps, you know. And then the third one, I don't know.
Kill Bill.
Kill Bill.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a third person type samurai game, like running
Yes.
around with swords and stuff. There you go.
There you go.
Quentin
Very into
Tarantino,
that.
even though Kill Bill wasn't a Best Picture nominee, that's fine.
And I've also realized that my Titanic game is a cooperative MMO, where you can either help each other survive or you can go full Billy Zane and be
There's
like,
a-
I have a child!
There's a big line to use the car in storage. I have to queue up before we can use the steam car.
Yeah. Oh, we got the orchestra expansion.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good. Hey, guys.
Time for dinner. Which fork will you choose?
Guys, we got like 2 more hours. This isn't important.
Ask Molly Brown. Yes.
Hey, this was a good one, guys.
Always good.
I'm really excited about tomorrow when we definitely talk about this weird.
We just need to see if it's real before we report it.
Yeah, that's really
It's
kind of
like a Banksy type prank. of
Yeah,
some type.
someone's having a
We
goof.
got to make sure that it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that'll keep him coming back for more.
Yeah, that's right. Tune in tomorrow when we solve the mystery of the alien glove that drinks children's blood and
The musical based
the
on it.
scarf man that thought that was a good idea. Bye, guys.